Okay, so I'm just going to be going over my goals for 2026. Yes, it is late, it is March, but I'd rather do this now than have to wait until next year, to be honest. So, this is just for self reflection, self documentation, for me to refer back to in the future, of course. Um, I'll probably make another video in 6 months or in July or June to update everyone where I am in regards to these goals. So, first goal is a short term goal. Well, not really short. It's short. It's like medium term, I'd say. I want to achieve this by the end of this year coming. Um, so it is essentially just to start taking consistent payouts and to scale to 50k monthly. Um, how am I gonna get here? By following my rules and trusting in my trading system, which means essentially to only for me this means taking high probable setups only that look free, falling in love with the process and avoid fixating on the outcome, and by being patient. I need to trusting my trading system. I'm gonna just go through these slowly. Lots of people they may have they don't trust their system, which leads to them switching, strategy hopping or strat hopping as you'd call it, which just uh, delays them from progressing. Honestly, luckily for me, it didn't take me long to find continuations, which is what I trade now. I do like its higher win rate. I understand it pretty well, I'd say. So that's good. Now, in regards to taking high probable setups only, what does that mean? It means sitting on my ass, sitting on my hands, not pressing buy or sell unless I see something that I'm itching to take that just looks so free that I'm willing to bet a house in it, willing to bet my phone in it, my life on it. That's how free the setup has to look. Taking these setups only will really benefit me because I am a victim of not doing this in the past. I used to trade every single day, try to take anything and everything I'd pattern trade, and it just always led to me having a low win rate and lots of losses, which did not help my psychology at all. Now, falling in love with the process and avoid fixating on the outcome. If I was to fixate on the outcome, which I used to do as well, I'm not as much now, but I will admit I still do think about the outcome. But I need to completely dissociate myself from the outcome, because doing that, not only will it help my trading, but it will just help my psychology as well, and it will help me de-stress. I wouldn't be stressed. I know for a fact I wouldn't be stressed. But again, some people say that stress is good for you. But I mean, I'm saying I'm 50-50. I need to learn to fall in love with the process, dissociate from the outcome, and just aim to be a better trader overall. Don't fall in love with the idea of wanting to make money, because genuinely this will set you back, because it set me back before and I'm not allowing it to set me back again, which is why I'm just making this video to reinforce certain ideas, so that when I'm tilting, if you want to say, I can just refer back to this video and remember what my goals are, remind myself so that I can get back on track and remain disciplined. And with being patient, it just means not trading every single day, accepting the fact that some days might be bad. Just wait for a better setup. If I have to go 2 weeks without trading, that's fine. I just need to learn to be patient and willing to sit on my hands and watch price move along. I don't have to take a trade every single day. I don't have to trade every single little tiny bit of displacement that I see. Genuinely, it will just set me back. I know it will set me back. So why do I do it? I don't do it actually, to be fair, but why did I used to do it? Because I wanted to make money. I was not able to dissociate from the outcome, and what did that lead to? It led to me uh, essentially just being a bad trader, honestly, and that's not what I want to be. I want to be a great trader that banks, but in order for that to happen, I have to dissociate from the outcome. That's very, very important, and I now realize that. Next, this is a short-term goal. I just want to avoid going to university. Why? I want to enjoy my youth. I don't want to have to stress about work or exams. I'm in college right now, and exam stress is the worst. I don't like revising. I don't like college. So why on earth would I go to university? If I go to university, honestly, I'll probably be depressing, just sad, honestly. And I also don't want to have to stress about work, because I know that probably 80%, that's not an actual statistic, but it probably is accurate. 80% probably of people after university that struggle to get into jobs with relating to their degrees, which is why everyone after university has to find part-time jobs that are completely unrelated to their degrees. Now, I did research this. A little statistic here says on average, UK graduates see significant salary increases within the first 3 years of graduating, with median salaries rising from approximately 32,000 to 50,000, represent a 56% increase in the national salary increases, etc. etc. You can read the rest. And substantial salary growth continues as they enter their late 20s and early 30s. So within 3 years of graduating, only then will you get a salary increase. 3 years. That's almost 1,000 days. That probably is 1,000 days, actually, I think. Yes, it is. That's a long time. Just for you to be earning 50,000 pounds a year. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys think that's a lot of money. But from what I've seen, that's not a lot of money. You can't do a lot with that money. Especially considering you have taxes and you have bills. And all these other things to pay, you're not going to be left with a lot. Now, on the next slide, I have put this into perspective. This is what the original salary was, 30,000. You're left with 2.6k a month. You can't really buy much of that. And then remember, you need to pay for bills, and your income is also taxed. So that probably leaves you with around £1,000. Minus groceries monthly. Say you're spending 100 quid a month, maybe 100, 200. You're left with 800. And what are you doing with 800 quid? You can't go anywhere. You can barely go out of that. You've got to save that, man. Like, it's not really great disposable income. Now, 4.1k, you could argue it's a little better, but again, for the life that I want to live, that is not enough money. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to pay for my parents' bills, send my parents money, send my sister money. I want to spoil my family, essentially. I want to spoil myself. Plane tickets, all that, the good life. This just simply wouldn't be enough. Hence why I found and fell in love with trading, because I learned that by clicking buy and sell, yes, it sounds easy, but it's genuinely not. By clicking a buy and sell button, I can make tens and hundreds of thousands of pounds. Of course, it's a long process to be able to get to that level, to that stage, but I'm willing to go through that. Honestly, because honestly, I'm 18 now, and in my 18 years of living on this planet, I have never, ever, ever, not a day in my life, thought to myself, I want to work this job, or I want to do this, or I want to do that in my future. Maybe as a kid, I'd say I want to be a footballer, but then look at that. Look how much money they make. I've never said I wanted to be a doctor or a teacher. No shame on any of these jobs. My mum's a teacher, but I just don't see myself in the future doing any of these things. Also, I don't enjoy a lot of things. Trading just so happens to be something that I enjoy and fell in love with and I have a passion for, hence why I want to pursue it in my future. And lastly, my last goal, long-term goal, I want to retire my mum, which is self-explanatory. Who doesn't want to do this, honestly? My mum's very hardworking, she deserves the world, and that is exactly what she's going to get.